Aye, motherfuckers, we back.
Back at it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call It podcast. I am your host X, and I'm here with my homeboy, the birthday man himself.
What's up?
Dub, talk to the people.
What's up? It's Dub in the house. Shout out to episode number 6, man. We are back at it again with episode number 6.
Yeah, man.
As always, we appreciate everybody out there for following us, for listening to us. Everybody that's supporting us, y'all are giving us great feedback, and we appreciate it every single week.
Definitely.
Speaking of weeks, man.
Share, subscribe, all that shit.
Yeah, please like, share, subscribe. We're doing something different today.
Yeah.
We have not done it before. We have a live audience today. We had a couple of friends.
Hopefully we don't get cussed out. Hopefully we don't get cussed out. We can't edit live, so if it gets real quiet and you see it's quiet because everybody left because they got pissed off.
Yeah, no, but we're doing something a little different. We had a couple of friends that were in the area and wanted to see and hear the podcast today and how we put it all together. So we do have a live audience today. So we're pretty excited about that. We appreciate them for being here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes. You did mention I do have a birthday coming up.
Yeah, man.
By the time the listeners hear this will be, my birthday would have been yesterday, but today we're recording on Friday, so my birthday is tomorrow.
31 plus 1.
I will be 30 plus 1.
30 plus 1?
Yeah, I'll be 31 tomorrow.
No, I'm saying 31 plus 1.
30.
A day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not talking about the years.
I thought
I
you
ain't
was
that
talking
drunk. I couldn't do math last week, but I can do it this week.
Yeah, no. I will be 31 in a day by the time this comes out. I'm looking forward to it, man. How was your week?
My week.
Before we get into the weeks.
Well, goddamn.
Because I completely forgot. What are we drinking today?
Okay. You want to go first? I ain't got no toxic relationship pouring this week.
Okay. So, for everybody that doesn't know, we every week we take a shot, and let me tell you how we got on this shot. So, X had a coffee cognac
that I got for Ashton and Vanita's wedding.
Okay.
In Houston.
Okay.
I still haven't been able to find it anywhere else. I went to the store today to see if I could get another bottle.
So he got this coffee cognac and the aftertaste is ass. Yeah. So
I've eaten ass before, and I think ass is a little bit better than
it's a little better than the cognac. But yeah,
fresh out the shower ass.
Let me tell y'all, the aftertaste on this cognac is fucking terrible. But for our pregame shot, we decided that we was going to get rid of this bottle. And until we get rid of the bottle, we are going to take it as a pregame shot. But we also mix it with today we mixed it with
a couple things. We had a pecan whiskey liqueur.
Yeah.
And a what is the other one? Salted caramel.
Yeah, salted caramel. And when you mix it with the like cream liqueur, it's actually a pretty good shot. But we decided that we were going to start taking that shot before every show, so we're a few shots in at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's in your glass tonight?
Today I am drinking on Cavada's Barnero XO. This is actually it's a apple cognac.
Okay.
Well, not necessarily cognac because it has to be from cognac to be that, but it's a apple brandy. And I'm gonna mix that off with some Canada Dry, 0 sugar, because I'm trying to get slim thick with my cute ass.
Is that what we doing?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to show out for your birthday and shit.
Hey, we showing out for the summer.
What you drinking over there, Dub?
I am drinking, as always. I got a new whiskey for the week. I'm not gonna put that out there because we ain't giving no free publicity anymore. Got a new whiskey, and of course, topped it off with some ginger ale.
Take the toast off.
to take the toast off. It's actually a bourbon whiskey, which is a little different, but I'm gonna see how it is. First time trying it, so we'll see how it is. But going back into it, man, how was your week?
My week this week was actually pretty smooth. Friday, let me see. We actually recorded on Thursday.
We did.
Friday, I pretty much packed and everything, got ready to go home back to Louisiana.
Oh yeah, you
Fuck
did.
you,
So
Waltz.
yeah, y'all back home. You did go home with your mom. That was a road trip with your moms, right?
Yeah. We went back home and stuff. Went to go see my grandparents. They stay probably about 30 minutes away from Monroe, my hometown, in Columbia. Went to go see them. My grandmother, she was in good spirits. She has Alzheimer's. See, I said that right. I didn't say Alzheimer's. Like most black people say.
You know, we'll call some other shit in a minute, right?
Yeah.
Old timers, like that is not what that disease is.
But yeah, she remembered me a couple of times, which is always good.
Man, so you know, my grandmother actually passed from Alzheimer's.
Really?
Yeah, so I definitely know, that situation.
That's a tough disease.
It is, man. The funny thing about it is, so I'm actually named after my grandfather, which I mean, obviously I would be. You don't meet nobody in the 21st century in their 20s or 30s named Walter. That's just an old Underground Railroad name. But I am proud to have that name. And yeah, so I'm named after my grandfather. And so when my grandmother actually started to transition, like, she started to get towards the end of the road, I am one of the few people she actually remembered. And I think it's because I'm named after my grandfather. Yeah. So I was actually at school, when she started to transition. And funny thing about it is, like, she did not go until I got back to actually see her for the last time. So beautiful. Like the day I got back, she passed that next morning.
Man, that's dope.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's kind of sad, but I always remember this. The grandmother I'm referring to, she's my step grandmother.
Okay.
But my mom's biological mother, she actually passed while she was down here in Texas. And the last thing she told me was, "You were the most disrespectful kid I know."
Oh wow!
And so that always stuck with me. So I was
like, that's not how you leave nobody.
Yeah, it's definitely a woo. Anyways, but yeah, I went down to Louisiana.
That's gonna get back into our later topic for the docket, because
yeah, I saw some aunts and uncles and stuff like that. Hung out with them. Saw some younger cousins. Man. Between my brother and my cousin Bree, Bree just graduated from FIU, and she's growing up fast as hell.
Yeah,
she's looking for jobs and stuff like that. And her younger sister, she's now a sophomore in high school. I'm like, where did the time go?
Yeah, so I was
still
actually
see them as them little kids
for real. Like I was actually, me and one of my siblings was talking about that the other day, because one of my younger cousins, which is actually my first cousin's daughter.
Okay.
She had a little get together at the, probably midweek, and she turned 26. And
damn, I remember 26.
Yeah, right.
It's out there.
And so it just got me to thinking, because those are my little cousins, and it got me to thinking. And I was talking to my sibling, like, bro, we getting to be those cousins.
You getting up there, man. The cousins that walk out.
Yeah, the cousins that take the walk. Yeah, we getting to be those cousins. The cousins that go hit the trunk for a little drink in the middle of the party.
Yeah.
And I was telling her, I was like, we're the cousins now that cook at the cookout, and we own the playlist. Like, I remember when we was kids, and the playlist would be going, and it's old school music.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and you gotta
eat the hot dog.
You gotta sit at the kids' table and shit.
Yeah.
But no, we would be listening to their music, man, and we'd be like, man, we don't want to hear this shit. Like, you want the rap and stuff. Yeah. And it's like, now, we're the cousins. We're the cousins that play the playlist. Yeah. You hear as soon as one of the kids get a hold of the Bluetooth, you be like, turn that goddamn shit out. We don't want to hear that shit.
Tell you about some real music.
But yeah, man, we are getting to that age. But yeah, so it's been a while since you've been back home.
Yeah, man, it's been. Damn. I think the last time I went was probably Christmas.
Before the pandemic?
Before the pandemic.
Okay.
Actually, it might have been last 4th of July, because I brought somebody home with me, and
oh shit, yeah.
We was out there just
Yeah.
I think that's what I gotta stop doing, man. Like, it seems like every time I start shopping for rings and shit, everything just fucking falls
You
apart.
should probably stop doing that.
Yeah. I ran across a picture today in my phone of my
Well, number
ex's
one,
ring.
you should probably, have a time period before they go to the house because
Well, it was a good time period. We was together. I mean, we started talking in November,
July, I
hard
guess.
in December, and then by
7 months.
February we was deep in it because you went on a trip with us where we was in a hotel room playing house and shit.
Yeah.
I was
I
like-
mean, I guess 7 months. That was a pretty good time.
Yeah, man. I think I was just ready to just
You
settle
was
it
in
down.
love with
but
love.
yeah, I love. I'm just fucking bad at it.
Not bad habits.
But yeah.
Yeah, man. So,
But home was good, man. I'll tell you, I got ADD and stuff. We gonna put a compilation together
of the ADD
X,
month.
X going all way off topic and shit. But went home and stuff, saw some family and stuff. Came back, got in the car with my mom, headed home. Walt calls me a hoe in front of my mama.
Wait, that was an accident though.
So we
I-
driving home.
No,
and
no.
Stuff. Walt calls me. I'm like, okay, it's Walt. Mama knows Walt or Dub. Excuse me.
You ain't gonna never get that shit right.
Well, you called yourself Walt over here.
It's
With
okay,
your old ass
it's okay.
name. I pick up the phone. First thing he says is, "What up, hoe?" I was like, "Well, you just called me a hoe in front of my mama." He was like, "Oh shit!" And she in the background like,
no.
"Hey,
So let me tell y'all, I'm that friend, and X knows this, and
I'm the same way.
Nah.
We'll call each other that.
Yeah, and so the thing about it is, like, it's certain people. My sister is one of those people included. That when they call me, if I am on the if they're on my car speaker or if they're on speakerphone, I answer the phone like, "Hey, you on speaker?" And X knows that I'm that friend. Like, you gotta let me know because I'm liable to answer the phone with some fucked up shit. And so
Now let me tell you this. After I got off the phone with you, your cousin called me. And I had to say, hey, I'm on speakerphone. I'm on speakerphone right now.
It runs-
watch your mouth.
it runs in our family, man. We got foul ass mouths. I mean, that's just kind of how it is.
My mama don't know that side of me. You know what I'm saying? She still think I'm a virgin. Woo! Anyway,
your mama do not think you a virgin.
Nah. She found out when I was like 22.
Yeah, I was
And
about to say, I know mama do not think that. How was the car ride with your mom's the whole time? Because that's like a 5.5 or 6 hour, 6 hour drive.
with the traffic. So on our way down there, we was pretty good. Well, let me tell you, we started talking. And I went I-20 West instead of I-20 East because I wasn't paying attention.
You fucked up.
Yeah.
Wait, but you're supposed to go east.
So on 635, you go down and it splits to 20. You can go east or west. I went west.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't even notice it until I saw Black Lives Matter on the side of a church. And I was like, oh shit, I'm going around.
Oh damn, you made it far.
Yeah. So then we had to go back the other way and stuff like that. So I was on Cockrell Hill and I turned around. At that point, my mama woke up. She was like, oh, what we slowing down for? It's like, I went the wrong way. So we got that way. So matter of fact, then we got to Forney and traffic just came to a standstill. So it turned out that it was a 18-wheeler that had flipped over. So the trailer was on one side and the cab was on the other side.
I think I actually saw that coming home.
Luckily, nobody was seriously hurt. It was just a single car accident.
Yeah.
But it was actually like watermelons all on the highway. My mom was like, hey,
Did you
stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Get that water. I was like, the cops is not about to let us get them
That's some black people shit, though, ain't it?
And it was the 4th too. So
She said we about to have a cookout. Shit, load that shit up in the back, man.
yeah, so with the traffic, it probably took us about 6 hours to get there. Normally
Okay.
it's about 4.5 hours. To come back, it was probably the same because it was some more traffic going on and stuff like that, and I had like bad road rage coming back.
Yeah.
But the trip down was pretty smooth. She slept majority of the time because she didn't get a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
And coming back, we talked and stuff. We had a couple conversations. That's a word, ain't it?
Yeah, conversate. As long as you don't say conversate,
I
I'm
wasn't
good.
gonna say conversate because I was listening to a song.
Is
Pretty Willie said something about conversate.
a lot of people
and then
do.
conversating or something. Anyway, that's gonna go on the reel too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
Now,
had some good conversations and stuff. about just life and stuff like that. We talked about marriage and stuff because my sister's married now.
Reva?
Yeah. Well, she got married last year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's married. She's up in North Carolina with her husband. And my younger brother Darren, he's getting married in November. So I'm like the last one holding on and stuff. No kids, no wife and stuff. I had kids for like
you didn't know have any
like 6 months.
kids.
I got the gloves in the car, bro. If you I just saw a color book in my closet for Kyrie. Anyway, but yeah, we had some good conversation. Me and my mom are like just alike, so we can't be around each other too long.
Yeah. Me and my pops like that for sure.
And stuff. I think a lot of parents and their kids are like that.
So so when me and my mom are in the car for a long period of time, like it's uncomfortable shit that I don't do. Like even my playlist changed when I do not like listening to very secular sexual songs with my mama in the car. It's uncomfortable as fuck.
I usually just put a like R&B or something like that.
Yeah,
but
if
like that. But it ain't gonna be nothing hard.
Yeah, but even R&B, man, if it get to Al Green sexual healing, I'm
get uncomfortable.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the next song.
I'm gonna let you slide on that one because you said Al Green sexual healing.
Yeah, my bad.
It's definitely not. But anyways, we gotta move on.
My bad. Marvin Gaye.
Amen.
Yeah, but no.
Al Green is actually a pastor now.
That I wouldn't have seen that one coming. But and I'm definitely not going to that church. But we gonna keep it moving.
Mace had a church for a minute and then he left.
I'm not going to that one either.
And then he went back and then he left. And I don't know what he's doing now.
Yeah, I'm not going to either. But yeah, so that was your fourth. So how was the actual fourth with the fam?
The actual fourth, the fourth was on a Sunday. So my grandpa is a deacon now. Back in the day, he was a player from the Himalayas. He was
hoeing.
That's why my mama got a different daddy than the rest of the
Papa
kids.
was Rolling Stone.
Exactly. So, but he his change in life is definitely good. Every time I go see him, he always got stories to tell me.
About his whole days?
His whole days and his salvation days. They used to call him old blue eyes because he has blue eyes and stuff.
Okay,
dark skin with blue eyes.
So he was getting that coochie.
Yeah. So my mom's biological mother actually stabbed him.
Oh wow!
When she found
out.
Them
old people was crazy.
Yeah, the one that told me that I was the most disrespectful one. She was something wild back in the day.
Yeah, they was crazy, man. They was doing some crazy shit.
And stuff. So even like the entire ride down there, I was finding stuff out about my family and stuff, and just asking those questions and stuff.
Like your last name?
Well, yeah. So yeah, if people want to know, Bess is a fugitive name. I'll just say that.
It's because your granddaddy was running from the law.
Yeah. We actually do have Besses in our lineage, but it
yours.
just that's like before slavery and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a whole different story.
Yeah. Anyway, so I don't think I just let me see. I was texting somebody this week. I was trying to figure out if we had Williams in our family. Because I was thinking about shooting my shot, and I don't.
You have to make sure you
wasn't
trying to get in one of your cousins.
Yeah, and stuff because it happens a lot.
Hey, we got to start going to family reunions because we don't see the family enough to know.
I miss them, man. It's only been like we only missed like maybe one. I think that was like last year.
And see, my thing is bad because I got a pretty good looking family, and you mess around and fucked around with the.
Hey.
I'm trying to holler at one of my cousins, man.
You already know I was trying to propose to your cousin.
Okay, bye-bye. Out of there. But yeah, so that was...
This one goes out to you. Bye. You, my number 2.
I'm about to unplug your mic. Not the number 2. You childish as hell.
Nah.
Yeah, so that was the fourth, man. My fourth was crazy, man. Obviously, I had to work. My line of work, I have to work every 4th of July.
Yeah, man.
And so the city was all over the place. I'm glad it's over now because that led me into 2 weeks of being off, which we'll talk about in a little while.
Finally.
Finally. But yeah, so this past week was my first week of being off, and I actually went to the movies on Tuesday.
Okay. What you go to see?
I went to see Fast and Furious 9. So
But
X, let me tell y'all, X is over the Fast and Furious series.
I left it like 4.
With great reason. I can definitely say that at this point, and I just spit all over this mic.
You got the pop filter, so you be all right. It's yours. Your personal mic.
It's liquor. But yeah, so at this point,
Yeah.
it's not
I got
yak.
the yak.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, we do
technically,
yak.
it's not yak.
Nah,
it's
but
brandy.
we did start off with yak.
We did.
Yeah.
So I can still say yak.
But yeah, man, at this point, the Fast and Furious is very, very.
They superheroes.
They are. They should basically fight the Avengers
The
at this
Avengers,
point. But yeah, so
DC, DC versus Marvel. That's what's going on.
Fast and Furious versus Marvel.
These
Yeah,
motherfuckers holding up fucking.
They got the Infinity Stones or some shit
Tanks and
because
shit.
these motherfuckers is disappearing and shit, coming back. But yeah, at this point, man, it's very, very far fetched. But I still enjoy. Well, number one, I like driving fast. I like fast cars.
You definitely do.
So
My booty hole be clenched every time you be whipping through fucking traffic.
be holding on to the side.
God,
And shit.
slow down, bro.
Nah, but I definitely like the cars in the movie. They had some very nice classics. But yeah, it's very out there and far fetched. But I still enjoy the action. I enjoy the fight scenes, no matter how unrealistic they are. Like I'm one of the people when I go to the movies, man. I like to completely disconnect
I feel you.
from reality. So I go in with the mindset of this is a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going in with the mindset of that shit couldn't logically happen in real life. Obviously,
See, my movies, I like more. I'm more of a comedy guy, but video games, I'm definitely that same way. That's my disconnect from the world,
yeah.
where I can be whatever I want to be. I can be a futuristic teenage girl fighting machines.
Yeah.
Y'all check out Horizon Zero Dawn. They got a new one coming out too.
Oh well, yeah. I'm not. I play.
It's
one
a PlayStation
game.
exclusive. I said exclusive.
Exclusive. That's okay. I play. It don't matter because I have a console to play one game. That's Call of Duty. I'm just gonna shoot some shit and run around. That's it. But yeah. Other than that, I think that was it. That was the 4th. I went to the movies. Started vacation. Yeah. That's pretty much it. We did see a story come out this past week.
Definitely.
Because we talked about it on episode 5 about all the
We had the other side. We was joyous.
yeah, we was.
Oh, that one side of this shit got
and now,
shut down.
yeah. So what we're talking about is Sha'Carri. She actually got suspended from this year's Olympics.
Yeah.
Well, she originally got suspended from just running the 100.
The 100, yeah.
And she ended up getting left off the relay team as well.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so that kind of came out earlier this week, and there were kind of
It was definitely mixed reviews on it.
Right.
It was the rules are rules versus let her run, or
because it's just weed.
Weed should be legal, and she smoked weed in
Yeah.
a legal city and
Yeah.
legal state and all that stuff. What side do you fall on?
I'm kind of on the fence on this one. I can see both sides, and I don't when the side that is on the negative part, I don't even put on her. So here's the thing. So I'll talk about the side that most people picked first, right? The side of it just being weed. It was legal in the county or state that she consumed it in.
She was in Oregon.
She was in Oregon, and it's not a real big deal. Like weed doesn't enhance you in any kind of way, as far as your physical abilities. So why is it such a big deal? And I agree with that. Like I am wholeheartedly on that side. Like I feel like number one, weed is already legal in so many places, and it's pretty much it's only a matter of time before it comes legal everywhere. And at the time, it was legal for her. She was in a place to where it is legal. So as far as it being a big deal, I just don't see why it was a big deal. But at the same time, like you said, rules are rules. It is what it is. And my thing is, I'm not even gonna put that on her, man. I'm gonna put that on her team, bro. Like you're supposed to have people around you that look out for you in those kind of situations. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
like even with the gang, like that's what the OGs were for. They would always push you away, be like, nah, you the one that's supposed to make it.
Yeah, like so, you know, like knowing that she had this opportunity and you know, she fastest woman in the world and all of this coming up, like you gotta have people around you that just say, I know you going through a lot.
Yeah.
You know, but you of all people cannot do this particular thing.
Yeah. So being a former college athlete, for anybody to know, I went to school on a football scholarship. I went D2. And then I ended up going to a junior college because I got kicked out for trying to fight a coach. So anybody that knows prior to fraternity life to after is completely different. I've grown a lot.
A lot.
So you definitely get randomly drug tested in NCAA. I'm gonna explain to y'all what a random drug test is. So when I was at school for football, my first school, the D2 school, they called me during the summer. They was like, okay, you need to get down to Wichita Falls for a drug test. Luckily, I was already in Wichita Falls, or else I would have had to come from Garland, Dallas, DFW area to Wichita Falls. Unfortunately, I was at my friend's house and I had just smoked. So I was drinking cranberry juice for like a week straight. So they usually give you like a week straight if they do it. Because you can either get tested by the school or you can get tested by the NCAA. So random drug test. This is what a drug test is, well, for men on my side. So they call you in early in the morning, tell you don't piss because they want your darkest piss available. You come in, they say drop your pants, drop your drawers, hold your hands up,
and they basically watch
spin
you.
around. Yeah, make sure that you have no clean piss on you.
Yeah,
because you know if you take your job, they'll let you know you. I'm not gonna put that out there. I used to work at GNC, so I know all the tricks. So they'll do that, and then they'll watch you fill the cup up. Yeah, do like that. They
so you pissing in front of them.
You pissing, yes. Yeah, man, woman, don't matter. NCAA official will come there, so you already know that you're gonna get tested. So you never know. Even with the Olympics, it's even that much more stringent and stuff like that. So you know what you're getting into. So rules are rules. My stance on marijuana, even with alcohol and everything, I think anytime that you are changing the state of your mind, there's a deeper meaning to it that you need to get to. So if you're saying that you need to smoke or you need a drink and stuff, I think that's where you need to start talking to somebody else. Even with me, because you know I've struggled with mental health. Right. So I take my antidepressants and stuff like that. But even if I take my antidepressants, I still need to know what my triggers are. Right. Because I can be on the medicine, but if I haven't dealt with my triggers, then it doesn't really matter. Right. And stuff. So with Sha'Carri, they said that she had just lost her.
Yeah. So I was about to say, let's talk about it. So she had just, you know, her mother had just passed. Her biological mother had just passed. And you know, she was dealing with that on top of the stress of, you know, being the fastest woman in the world, being, you know, having to compete at the top level, you know, constantly, and what that meant to her, what that meant to the family, what that meant to the culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much scrutiny that she was under on top of having to deal with and grieve the loss of, you know, her mom. And that's my thing. You know, I'm not going to tell anybody how they should grieve because, you know, people.
We all grieve different.
Yeah, people see grief, and, you know, we'll talk about that in a second, but people see grief in many different ways. And so, you know, I think all things considered, man, I understand definitely where she was coming from and what state she was in. At the same time, I just feel like, you know, that's on your team. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know... If I'm around you, bro, and I know what your future looks like, and I know how bright it is, and what this could do to your future, I'm not gonna sit there and let you do the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You just look. Let me tell you something. A lot of times, talking helps a lot.
For sure.
Talking helps a lot because even you were there during I've had mental health struggles and stuff like that. We both have. And
we have.
And it's nothing to pick up the phone and be like, hey, let me talk to you,
Yeah.
yada yada yada. But just need to have people around and stuff like that to kind of talk to that thing, because truthfully, marijuana, alcohol, any other substance that you're using to kind of cope with that, eventually the problem's still gonna come back.
Yeah, it's a crutch.
Yeah.
It only delays it for so long. And I'm glad you brought that up, because we both have dealt with our mental health issues in one way or another. And I can definitely speak to the state of grief when it comes to getting to that point, because I mean, you were around,
Yeah.
and back in 2014, 2015 for me was
Yeah.
a very dark,
Yeah,
dark
it's
and
like
rough.
right when I met you.
Yeah, yeah. No, we met 2013, but that's right when we started like actually
Yeah.
knowing each other and actually talking about the shit. And so you already know, like, that time period for me was dealing with a lot of loss. I ended up at that point in time, I ended up losing 4 people kind of in a 6-month span. And these people, all 4 of these people were very close to me. One was my idol, and he's one of the reasons that I'm in the profession that I'm in today, and I do what I do. And I think about him on a constant basis. And then, the last one, you already know what the last one meant to me. Like, that was, one of the closest people to me. And so I definitely understand her looking at what she was looking at, or dealing with what she was dealing with, and trying to have a vice for it. Because at that time, I was doing the same thing. I just wasn't, I wasn't smoking, because I've always had jobs to where you do get drug tested, but I was drinking heavily. You know that, like, that
Same boat.
Yeah. That during that time, like, I had a lot of weight on me, because shit, I was finishing 12-pack of beer and by myself.
And I was right outside yourself on the other side of town.
So, what I'm saying? You already know, we both know what that situation looks like. And I think, going back to your point, I feel like you do have to have those people around you that you can, number one, talk to, and number two, those people that identify your triggers with you.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, I feel like, me and you, we've been friends for so long, and we've talked about so much shit.
Yeah. I know the months that you're gonna have a struggle.
Yeah, what I'm saying? You know the trigger days that come up, when it gets around that time or season that I'm going to feel a certain type of way, and vice versa. But I feel like you have to have those people that you can talk to about that kind of shit, because it keeps you from doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or once you go down that rabbit hole, like...
Well, you be talking me out to do dumb shit, and I still be doing dumb shit. I be like, hey.
But at the same time, I'm going to tell you that you did some dumb shit too.
Yeah.
But at the same
definitely
time...
need it.
Yeah, at the
I
same...
have multiple friends tell me I did some dumb shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not gonna allow you to do anything that's detrimental.
Yeah.
To you personally, or to your health, or anything like that. And so that goes back. I just hope for her sake that she had people around, or she has people around her.
Yeah.
That is helping her through those type of situations, because you already know, like, that shit is rough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get into
it could have went left a whole lot.
Yeah. Like, you get into a state of depression.
Yeah.
And I think as Black people, sometimes we don't know what depression looks like.
Let me tell you this. I got diagnosed when I was 20. Yeah, this got to be like 25, 26 or something like that. I didn't notice it. My mom noticed it.
Okay.
My mom and my dad noticed it, and they forced me to go to my doctor and get diagnosed with it, and to get on the meds and stuff like that. Because a lot of times that's just life, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's just a chemical imbalance, which I have, and stuff like that. And I had to get on the medication, and it was just, okay, that's just what it is. I'm just sad. But then sometimes you're like, why am I sad? Why am I, for no reason?
Right. It just
why
comes
am I
out of
putting on
nowhere.
all this weight. Why am I drinking this much?
Yeah.
And stuff. And you just sit in the house, and you in the dark, and your house looks like shit. You don't feel like cleaning up and stuff, but I still don't feel like cleaning up anyway. But you lose interest in things like that. And stuff, so you just don't know what's going on. So somebody from the outside has to tell you, like, hey, you acting kind of different.
Yeah.
You might want to check that out.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I feel like, you have different coping mechanisms. You have different phases. Like for me, I think my depression at the time that I had it came from grief, right? Mm-hmm. And so it was different phases of grief. It was the first phase of denial at that time, because everything happened so quickly. Yeah. And so many people, at that time I think I was in a state of denial, and then I got into a state of, just trying to cope with it, like trying to find coping mechanisms. And in the beginning, those coping mechanisms ended up being drinking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was drinking heavily, like every single weekend.
Let me tell y'all this: we have our drinking under control now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No.
We not.
Yes, please.
It's ironic that we.
It's ironic that we have a podcast that we drink. Yeah. No, but we are both, and let me say this for all the listeners out there. Just know that we both know that our triggers, and we both know our vices and coping mechanisms.
Yes.
And we know when it starts to get to an abusive level. Mm-hmm. And we definitely have not been there in a while.
Yeah. Go ahead and finish, and I'm gonna hit back on that.
Okay,
same
cool.
Thing
yeah. Going back to it, man. I had the phase to where, I was drinking, and then I had the phase to. I had an actual phase that I don't think ended. And that's what we was talking about. We've been talking about how I'm constantly working, and, this is actually one of the first vacations I've taken ever.
Say thank you, X.
No.
Thank
so
you, X.
I am going to say thank you. And I'm going to say I appreciate you for that, because
I appreciate you taking it.
you did bring it to my attention that, like, man, bro, you are like literally working yourself to death. And at the end of the day, everybody out there that's listening, take your days off.
Please.
Take your PTO. You have time for a reason.
Because your company will watch your ass die.
What?
They won't pay your ass out.
And on Monday,
they'll have somebody in your
position. They gonna post your shit. They will replace your black ass on Monday. You hear me? So if you are listening out there and you are looking for a reason for anything, just take your fucking time off. Man. You got PTO for a reason.
You're not missing out on any money. You're still getting the same amount of money that you would if you got a good job and stuff. I don't know about everybody else. If you struggling, I'm sorry. You keep up alive.
Yeah. Keep up alive.
I don't know everybody's situation with PTO and everything.
Yeah, no. But so that ended up to get out of, my drinking phase and my just sulking phase, I guess, at that time. It became I've always been a worker, but I think I turned into a workaholic.
Definitely.
And it was my way of literally cutting off all of my emotion, which I have an issue with now.
Definitely.
Because I think I actually talked on the last episode about how I just
uncomfortable.
Yeah, feelings make me emotions make me uncomfortable. And I think I've been like that ever since 2015. Emotions definitely make me
one of them motherfuckers.
Emotions definitely made me uncomfortable. And
it's for my what's it ASMR?
ASMR?
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah, the mukbangs and shit.
Yeah, they real quiet in the background.
I'm glad. I'm glad for it. I'm glad. But yeah, oh,
thank you.
That was definitely a time, I used working as one of my coping mechanisms. And, that's something that going back to acknowledgement, that's something that I have acknowledged and I'm dealing with that at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't get emotional, shit doesn't bother me like that, or shit that would normally make other people feel the type of way. It just doesn't hit me no more, man. So, I was dealing with my grief in many different type of ways. Mm-hmm. And I think you have to acknowledge that.
Yeah, you definitely have to face it head on.
Yeah.
With me, I know I have a couple triggers and stuff like that. My main trigger was definitely with my biological father. I still hadn't got over
talked
stuff
about that.
like that.
Yeah.
I was still coping. I was still trying to find acceptance and stuff like that. My vice with that was actually, I just realized this probably this year after my last relationship.
Was toxic relationships.
Well, no, it wasn't toxic relationship. It was actually sex. I was using that as a way to gain acceptance from women. I was just hoping that they tell me that I was good at something, tell me that they felt good, that they enjoyed me, that they were proud of me, and stuff like that. I didn't need to get an orgasm or anything. I was just putting it out there, and like, okay, yeah, I feel good about myself, and stuff like that. So it's just like a drug. Drinking definitely was in there
For sure.
Before my
Before rock bottom.
My previous ex-girlfriend, before my rock bottom, I was drinking hard and stuff like that. Even with that, the sex was still in there because I was walking around doing
Dumb shit.
God knows what.
Dumb shit.
In public and stuff with my shorts on, with my thighs and my knees out, and stuff, and just trying to seek that approval and stuff like that. But after this last breakup, I noticed some things. I thought that my ex was dealing with her own depression and her own signs of alcoholism and stuff like that. And I brought that up to her, and hopefully she isn't suffering with those things, and I just was reading too deep.
Yeah.
But hopefully she's dealt with those things that's underneath that made her do all that and stuff. But it definitely turned the spotlight on me and made me see my own faults and identify my own triggers. So I know that around April, March, April, my uncle died. That everybody says that I look like.
We talked about that too.
That's definitely a trigger for me. Around September, one of my mentors died. Around Christmas time, that's when one of my childhood friends died.
Yeah, we both with that. I think that's a time period for both of us.
For both of us, definitely. Then around, even with birthdays, even with you, sometimes you start looking at your life like, what have I actually done with my life? You get a little older. It's not necessarily a midlife crisis, but you're like, okay, what am I doing with my life and stuff? And then sometimes that can push you into a depression. But one of my counselors told me that life is definitely a journey, and it doesn't have a timeline, and you can't judge it off of other people's life.
That's what I was going, man. So you just said a gem right there. That's the biggest thing, and I feel like especially we should always keep monitor that. Like everybody's timeline isn't your fucking timeline. You know what I'm saying? Like married and kids at 25 is not for everybody. Your career at 23 is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you are going to hit different milestones in your life when it's time for you. When you can fully appreciate and accept those.
Definitely.
So everybody is gonna progress at different ages, at different phases. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, and a lot of people know this, my career didn't start until 27. Well after I had, graduated from college and been in quote unquote the real world for so long.
Yeah.
And looking back, hindsight, if I had have started my career at 23 when I first applied, I wouldn't have fully appreciated it. I wouldn't have been able to handle it. I wouldn't. Okay. It was not for me at the time. And so when I got it at 27, like going through all of the experiences that I had gone through from getting out of college to actually starting my career, it actually prepared me to be able to accept the role that I was in and fully be ready for it.
Definitely, I can see that, bro, because a lot of times we ask God for something that we're not ready for.
Right.
And then we get it and we don't know how to handle it.
Right.
So he just kind of prepares us for that. And I definitely admire you in that role because you're younger than me, but in some ways I look up to you because you're so established in your career. And I'm kind of at this stage where I haven't found myself. Even in my last relationship, I was looking to define myself inside the relationship. I wasn't thinking of doing things to be better for myself. It was, okay, I need to get a better job, get a higher paying salary, because I got 2 kids that are coming into my family,
Right.
and this girl that I'm expecting to be my wife. So, okay, we need to get a bigger place. So I need to get a higher paying job. And then
Yeah.
I need to set up a college fund because of them. Okay, I need to get a house. But I wasn't doing the things that I needed to do for
you.
myself.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
And I honestly think that and I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you saying that. You look up to me in certain aspects, but I think that's a mutual feeling. Like I think that we in this friendship, I think that we push each other, and I think that we help each other through a lot of shit. And even starting this podcast, man, I think for us it became something that was therapeutic, and that's why it became so easy for us to just
Definitely.
start it. And like
Yeah.
when we talked about on episode 1 about starting a podcast, the shit just kind of happened. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it wasn't anything, like we didn't have no whole bunch of hurdles. Like
Yeah.
it was something that was easy to start.
And then
so
flashback into last week, where other people were like uncomfortable
Yeah.
of talking on the microphone, and we were like, okay, yeah, we got this.
yeah, like we 6 episodes in, you
Yeah,
know
we
what I'm saying?
can guide you through this. We the pros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but what you said earlier actually brings us into Are You Called It for the segment. For everybody out there that doesn't know, Are You Called It is when our listeners and followers submit a question for us that we actually tackle on the show.
Yes.
So Are You Called It this week came from a good friend of ours, and the question was, number 1, do you have broke friends? And if they are that broke friend, are you their friend if you call them the broke friend?
See, with me, I'll say this. Walt knows I
Do
said
not
this.
say what I think you're about to say.
I consider myself the broke friend.
Stop saying that.
But the thing is, I say it in a sense of motivation, because the people that I surround myself around, they're so well off into their careers and their salaries and stuff like that. It's like, okay, what do I need to do to gain that level? And now I'm at the point where I want to gain that level for myself versus gaining that level for somebody else. So you have your home now. You and my homegirl, Alex, who's in the room and
Yeah,
stuff
you
like
had to
that.
ask.
So my 2
Ask for
closest
permission.
closest friends and stuff. Even when y'all was talking about getting y'all homes, I was there, but like, go do it, go do it,
Yeah,
go do
yeah.
it, go do it, and stuff. Like, I'll cheer y'all on and stuff like that. And that's motivation for myself. And I just realized now that I need to start doing that for myself. But I think somebody who said this, that you never want to be the richest person or the most successful person in your circle. And
I
stuff
think,
like that.
well, we talked about that because we talked about the 33, and that's hard to say when I'm drinking. But we talked about...
What's the math?
We talked about how you should have 33% of the people that you hang around are, the people that you can kind of pull up, the people that may not be doing as well, maybe a little less fortunate, so that you can be not per se their inspiration, but you can try to push them to do better.
Yeah.
And then you have 33% of the people around you that are basically on your level, like basically, the people around you that you can kind of confide in, you can kind of relate to, and y'all can talk about things such as progressing and getting better. And then you should have 33% of the people around you that are exceeding where you are, because those are the 33. That's the percentile that pushes you to try to do better, and that's the percentile that you can just kind of gain knowledge from to get to where you're trying to go. So that's the 33 breakdown.
Yeah. So with you, I would say emotionally, I'm probably the upper 33 that you look at and stuff. I gave you some books to kind of look at and kind of help with that. Financially, I think that you're my upper 33 that I look at. I have a couple other people that I look at. Matter of fact, that was on Corey's podcast and stuff. Shout out to Corey, man. He just got himself a home and stuff. He put it on Facebook.
Congrats,
so I can
congrats.
say that to him and stuff. Congratulations to you, my brother. And then there's other people, what I'm saying, I look up to and stuff. I look at them relationship wise, my parents.
Yeah.
I see them, they just celebrated, I can't even remember how many years, but they've been together most of my life. and stuff like that. So I look at that stuff and like that's what I'm gonna do. So I try to keep people. I want those people that I try to strive to be on the same level with. I try to keep those 33 that's not as far off as me that I try to pull up. And then those people in my same level, they kind of keep me grounded.
Yeah,
it's easy to get into that elite bougie lifestyle and stuff like that I never want to get into because you just think that you just like
yeah, shit don't stink. Yeah.
You have great poupon.
Yeah, but so this is why I hate you saying that. And this is why I tell you not to say that all the time.
Again, while trying to be a good friend.
No, seriously. The thing. So here's how I view the people around me. Everybody knows that I don't keep a lot of people around me. My circle is very small, and that's for a reason.
Yeah.
When
The circle small, never keep no squares near us. Shout out to Wale Alarm.
My thing is when it comes to my circle, I don't look at the closest people around me as friends. I tell everybody that I don't have friends. And people have gotten mad at me for that in the past because they don't know where they stand. Well, it's easy. I only have family or I have associates. And the reason that I get mad at you every time you say that I'm the broke friend, that pisses me off because it's like nobody can, if I'm not broke, nobody around me can be broke. When I say that, as far as my family is concerned, and everybody in my family pretty much knows this, as far as
I'm poor.
as far as my family is concerned, man, if I got it, you got it. And that's all day, every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I'm not gonna do no shit that I know the people around me want to do, or I know that I can help you with, and I'm not gonna do it for you. I'm not gonna help you with it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that vice versa in most of the friendships or relationships I have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's no such thing as you being broke if I got money.
Definitely feel that. I feel
You know
that
what I'm saying?
stuff. Even today, like if you forgot your card somewhere, and then I'll be like, "Hey, I got you,"
Right?
And stuff like that. Even your birthday and stuff. Like, happy birthday again, my brother.
Thank you.
What time is it right now?
It is almost. We got about
Almost
40
there and
minutes.
Stuff. Y'all gonna miss it. We gonna be turned. Then I'm motherfucking in this bitch. But definitely, man. I appreciate that. And I had a bad habit of calling myself an ain't shit nigga.
I'll say that about
shit.
myself.
But
Not the N word, but I'm definitely ain't shit.
It's just as motivation to myself and stuff. So I see my friends and everything doing big things and stuff like that, and I root y'all on. And I'm definitely happy for you because it is certain quote unquote friends that root you on, but secretly
be talking about your ass and speaking negativity into the atmosphere. That's why, let me tell you. So we talked about that earlier today too, about, watch what you post and watch the type of things you say in the company that you say it in, because, everybody ain't for you. Yeah. And it's people out here secretly plotting on you and speaking negativity into the atmosphere on your life. Yeah. And words have power.
They do.
And I'm not going to allow anybody to speak.
Church in the background.
I'm not going to allow anybody to speak no negativity on my life and let that become, a reality. Yeah. Because a lot of these motherfuckers out here are snakes.
They are. And you definitely.
And if your grass too tall, you'll miss them.
Yeah. I got a big ass lawnmower though. Riding lawnmower. I smoke that ass out. Be like, hey,
yeah, for sure. So I mean, I try to do a lot in silence. You know that for sure.
Sorry, y'all.
You know that for sure. That's one of the biggest things. You just gotta watch what you move. But like you said, if you're using the way, because you know me, I do the same thing. Like when I'm on my fitness journey and on my fitness goal, I call myself a fat ass in a minute, and I'll make fat jokes about myself before you can make them hoes, before anybody can make them hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Tell you like,
Yeah, but
You got this.
I get
Hey, let me tell you, our Dubs in here looking slim and shit. He
we
his
on it. Let's
face
go.
slimming down and shit. Let me tell you something. Tomorrow is your birthday, but these titties are coming out.
It's Fat Boy Summer. Let's
I'm
go.
letting these motherfuckers. Hurt.
Let's go. Go get the. Let me tell you the boat. I mean the
I don't know who spit on me, but somebody spit on me.
outside
on
is gonna
myself?
get.
I was like, God damn.
Nah, but outside is gonna get all of this belly when it's time to get out this summer for sure.
Put this belly on somebody's back.
On the back. Nah, but yeah, man, that's the biggest thing for sure. I'm excited about my birthday, man. I every year I set goals for
Set
my
a goal.
your birthday.
What's your goals
set
for
goals
this
for my year. My 2 goals for this year are. Is are. The first goal is to, and I'm starting out. I try to start out my birthday with the goal, and so this year's birthday goal was to find a better work-life balance, and so I'm starting out this year on vacation.
I am definitely appreciative that you're doing that, bro, because you know
Yeah.
you work entirely too fucking much.
Yeah, so I'm taking heed to that, man, and this year starting out on
Oh,
vacation.
let me tell you. See, this is what happens. So Monday, I get back in and I'm doing my cardio and stuff. And then Dub hits me up. He's like, yeah, man, I think I just need to take a vacation. Like, he came up with the idea. I was like, bro, I've been telling you that for 15 months. And, like, he just came up with the shit. But I'm definitely proud.
I give you your credit. You did tell me, like, sit the fuck down,
That's what
dog.
I try to tell y'all. If y'all listen to X, you'll be good.
I don't know
You be
about on
good
everything.
and stuff. Long as you ain't out there
Can
on
I get my
MLK
second one out? Am I gonna get
and
my
stuff.
Hey,
Hey,
MLK.
I gave you your flowers. Let me give me my flowers without Drea and Lena taking over asking where
Fucking
I'm
your
at.
flowers up. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, that I definitely appreciate you for that, and I appreciate you looking out for me. My second goal for the year is to stop waiting on people. Stop waiting on people to travel, man. I've learned that everybody has different ideas or variations of what relaxation for them is and what taking a break is for them. For me, travel is a necessity. It's not a hobby or something I like to do. Travel for me is a
Gotcha.
necessity. That's the only time that I can fully disconnect. Because if I'm in the city, I'm either worried about work or worried about other responsibilities. And so when I get out of the city, I literally completely disconnect and I don't give a fuck what's going on. So I've got to stop waiting on other people to
Yeah.
do that with me. We talk about this all the time. I got middle child syndrome, so I'm used to doing everything with somebody else.
Yeah.
So that is the goal for this year, is to not wait on people, man. So got some things lined up, and I'm excited about that. So I'm excited
man.
about 31, bro.
We had to talk about that too and stuff. Let me tell y'all something. If you have PTO, you can take a vacation and you're still earning the money that you keep telling yourself that you're missing out on.
Right.
Because eventually you're going to hit that cap and they will say you can't get any more PTO. So go ahead and use it, man.
Yeah.
Stop stressing yourself out. Even with me this year, well, let me tell you something. I thought I had a breakdown. After my breakup, I thought I was having a breakdown. I quit my job.
You did.
And I didn't have anything planned out. Luckily, I didn't go in that bitch and say, fuck y'all, all this shit and stuff, and I could come back
You
to
didn't
my
flip
job.
over no tables and shit?
Stuff. So I still had somewhere to come back, but I just told my vice president, I was like, okay, this is a forced vacation for me because long as I'm here, I'm not going to stop working.
Right.
Because either I feel like I'm missing out on money or I feel like I just have to work. I can't just sit down and do something. So I was technically unemployed for a month. I had, God, it was like 200 something vacation hours of PTO saved up and stuff that they was getting rid of anyway. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and sit my ass down and do something like that. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Even when I was on my forced vacation, I started doing fucking DoorDash and shit.
You did.
Because I couldn't,
Because you couldn't
fucking sit
the
down
fuck
and
down.
stuff. But use that shit, man.
Yeah.
It's for your mental health, man. It's
For sure.
Because you will stress yourself out. You will work yourself over. Even my friend over here sitting to my left, I have to tell her, even with your special projects, even when you're doing everything else, you have to take that time out to take care of yourself.
For sure, for sure. I think that's good advice, man. And as we wrap up episode number 6, we had another list for everybody, right?
Yes.
So
Do you think we should make these weekly?
we might need to make these Everybody, if you like the list, please comment on the video and give us your list, because we want to know what everybody thinks out there. So this week's list is your top 3 black movies.
Top 3 black movies.
What are yours?
Top 3 black movies. No particular order.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Friday.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Harlem Nights.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with Coming to America.
Okay. I think those are 3 classics. And I laughed because 2 of those are actually on my list. Which is crazy because, y'all, we did not talk about this before we started recording this show. We brought the question up, but we never share our list before the show. So we are.
This is a quick list too.
Yeah, we are both.
Last minute. What's up?
Yeah, we are both hearing it at the same time as as we're recording, and so the 2 that I agree on, and they are definitely 2 that I have watched many a times, are Friday,
Okay.
and Harlem Nights.
Okay.
Because when she says, "You got my mouth all ready for a swallow of orange juice," and it's you got my mouth ready for some orange juice, and it's only a swallow in here, and he says, "Well, swallow it and shut the fuck up, man." Let me tell you.
That parody in the background. Fat bitch.
Let me tell you, I laughed heftily at that shit. I'm talking about I laughed from a happy place in that motherfucker. Man. Harlem Nights and Friday are definitely on there. My other one is Life.
Oh, shit.
Life is definitely in my top now.
So we have 2 Eddie Murphy movies on our list.
Yes.
I can definitely...
Yes.
Life is up there.
Yes, it is. But, and you know this, so one of my favorite movies that has to go as my funniest one that I can watch. I can literally quote half that movie word for word is Bernie Mac's last movie, which is Soul Man.
Soul Man.
You the dog, motherfucker.
Oh my.
So I ain't
like boy pussy. No way.
I don't like boy pussy, no way. I hope your back hurt like a motherfucker. Yeah, so that's my top 3 with a bonus. I gave a bonus in there.
Shit.
Now this we didn't talk about this.
If
but
I give a bonus, I'm gonna say it's Undercover Brother.
No, so I was about to say we didn't talk about this before we started recording. But what's your favorite scene in the movie? Because my favorite scene is not in any of those movies.
My favorite scene? Oh, I'm gonna have to think of that one.
My favorite scene, bro, out of any movie, because when I tell you I have rewind and watched this scene probably about 1,000 times, is the KKK scene in Django.
Oh my God. I saw a meme about that the other day.
Bro.
With the 2 people texting. She was like, what did they say?
He said, "Well, shit, fire." I watched my wife make 30 bags for you ungrateful sons of bitches, and all I hear is criticize. Yeah, so that when I tell you that has to be my favorite scene in any movie, man. I'm telling you, me and my younger brother, we have rewound. Is that a word?
It's one of them
Rewinded
motherfuckers.
or rewound?
We winded.
We have rewound that motherfucker numerous times
Please
and
be
rewatched
kind.
it.
Rewind. Y'all old enough to remember that shit when you had VHSs?
Yeah, man.
Damn, my uncle's a motherfucker.
We gonna get your favorite scene on the next one because I don't think you are you ready for that one? Or, that was out the out
That's
of blue.
off the cuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I might say it is Undercover Brother with the Roscoe's scene and stuff where they break down the Kansas the capital of Kansas is Topeka, Kansas, and they was like shit. Little dick. Anaconda My Liquor gives you a little dick. If y'all ain't seen that movie, go watch that movie and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Well, my brother, we have come to the end of the episode.
Definitely,
and
man.
as always, it has been a pleasure.
Definitely been a pleasure. Let me just say this before we get out of here, brother. Bless you. I'm glad that God has placed you in my life.
Thank you.
For another year.
Another year.
I've watched you grow. I've seen the things. God damn, I can't talk that. Yak. I've seen the things that you accomplished. And I pray that you accomplish more.
Thank you, my brother.
Happy birthday. If y'all are listening to this video, drop down in the comment section. Tell Dub happy birthday.
Thank you.
If you're on
Thank
the Instagram, tell him happy birthday. If you got him on Facebook under his real old ass name, tell him happy birthday. Happy birthday, brother, man. I look forward to continuing this. We're going to continue this party. Y'all ain't going to hear it. But we going to be in this motherfucker turned like a motherfucker.
Yes.
Because 12 o'clock is almost here.
Almost here, man. And as always, you can agree with us. You can disagree with us. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Father, fuck you.
But at the end of the day, that's just our 2 cents on it, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right.